y'all, Chloe Medicine here, and today I am in my girlfriend's car. She just bought this Dashcam, which was highly reviewed by the wire cutter, and we're gonna try to install it here by not removing any panels. You know, we could go back through and take all the panels off, but that could turn this project from a like 20-minute project into like a whole day weekend project, if you will. So we already got this camera in the place that we want it to be in. We checked all the locations of the dash. It's got a little suction cup here to hold on. We were actually concerned it might not even stick to this sun shading right here. But it's fine. This is a great position, and this is where we need to start off. The next thing that we need to figure out is it came with this 12-foot cable, but we also got a 15-foot cable just in case, because we're going to need to run the cable around here, down the pillar, around here, under here, and all the way into here where our USB port is. And if that doesn't provide enough power, we also have a USB to cigarette lighter adapter that we can use as well. I'm going to dry fit this 12-foot cable because it came with some nice clips that we can use that will not work with the 15-foot cable. So I'm gonna start just by popping the USB cable into the dash cam. Put that in there. I'm gonna wrap this around the edge just so we get a nice little bit of strain relief by doing that. The one thing about these headliners that's great is you can always pop a wire underneath them. No matter what car you find, you're always going to have a little edge right here that you can just pop a wire underneath. We're going to do a little bit of adhesive eventually on here. We'll show you that in a second, but I do want to, like I said, dry run this to see if it's going to make it all the way to our destination. Underneath. Looks like we have enough cabling. Cool. I'm gonna keep that plugged in while we do this. Now, they provided us with these 4 little adhesive clips that the wire just compresses into. These I'm going to use under here. I'm going to use 1 or 2 under here, and then I'm going to use 1 or 2 over across this side. But for the dash, for the window area right here, I'm going to use this putty adhesive. This is what you would find in like a classroom to hold up posters and whatnot. This stuff is actually pretty strong, and we just take a little bit up. Luckily, this is actually like a nice dark gray, so it should hide pretty well. Now this is a lot. We might need to like pull a little bit off here. And I'm thinking if we push a little bit down into here, and then press the wire into it, it should hold pretty well. That's pretty fantastic. One of the great things actually that we can do by focusing on putting this on the glass rather than the plastic is that we could potentially come back here with a little bit of like acrylic paint and cover that over, because if we ever need to remove it, it's on the glass, and glass paint scrapes right off of glass because it's a low porous surface. So if we want to make this a little bit more hidden, we can do so. And this one can just pop in there like that. Just make sure you have good tension on it, and then you can actually kind of roll it over. We want to cup it over the wire a little bit. Probably last one to go. Maybe 1 and 2 more. One here. Force it in the corner. And then this might get a little tricky in there. Maybe. Be careful here, but kind of essentially push this down here with a knife. Lost wire there. This one. this one in the corner. That one works well. Okay. I'm just gonna follow this line across here. Feels like there's a nice little giving there. Make sure to make use of any areas where you can just shove the wire into the molding around the car. And then actually this side might actually be good for some more of this stuff. Oh, that's perfect. Now, these are the clips that were given to us. Now we want to make sure we're not putting it on this right here for the glove compartment. So I'm going to bring this under, push the seat back. We might be able to see a little bit under here. Find a spot for it. It's going to work out. I'm going to clip it on to the wire. These are such a pain in the ass. There we go. Put this under here. Might need another pad under there. Actually, there's a perfect lip under here to use. That was easy enough. Oh, and then I always forget. Most of the time your center console is actually going to have come down over the carpet, so you actually have a space under here to just pop this under. Most of the time. And then we can just let this go like this, and then we can use this clip just to kind of keep this in place here. And we're good to go. So that was like a good 20-minute project. Not even, maybe 10 minutes after we checked all the wiring, figured everything out, where everything's gonna go. I would come back here with a little bit more of this putty just to clean this up. Some of this is a little loose, like this little area right here. We might want to go in and do a little bit more detail work. But other than that, this is actually like a good starting point for where we can, you know, how to run wires through your car to make sure that they're out of the way and not going to get messed up by your passenger who's riding along with you. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. But please subscribe. Check out all the other videos. We do DIY videos probably like once a week. I'm trying to do once a week right now. And follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. See you in the next one. Peace.